Today we are going to interview Ines Maria Antonia Simpson, famous flamboyant hypnotist from Parksville, now residing in almost White Rock, BC. And we're almost sitting outside, but it's almost raining, so we're not quite sitting outside. Now, we're going to talk about this thing that you've created called the Simpson Protocol. And what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you some questions so we can kind of explain this to the looking audience. And I'll go off screen because it only takes so much of me. Okay, Ines, hold on. I'll ask you the first question. Okay, Ines Maria Antonia. Okay, this is the Simpson Protocol. And this is called an advanced system for hypnosis. And what would you say? What do you mean by advanced exactly?
Well, it's an advanced training, and it's a method that's advanced from doing regression to cause work. The person to take the advanced training needs to have some background, rudimentary understanding of the mind, how regression to cause works, all those other things, so that they can take this in a 2-day system. Otherwise, they have to take more training before so they can take the advanced training. You understand? So it's very simple. The system, it's taking all the things that we do, regression to cause work, and doing it in a very flexible way where the mind, the client's mind, actually leads the session.
Now, I'm sure, I know there are many systems out there for hypnosis, and people have all kinds of different systems. So what do you think, in general, SP would offer to a hypnotist coming in, looking at all the different possibilities that they can go forward in? What would SP offer?
Well, I think the biggest thing that SP offers is its flexibility, because you can use it from anything from very clinical work to very metaphysical work. You can use it for everything. And the thing about it is that the protocol is so easy to follow that there is no mistakes made and you miss nothing. It also takes the hypnotist's judgment out of it. So they don't have to, if you have judgment in a situation when the person is telling you things, then sometimes you make the wrong judgment because you're going from your experience instead of theirs. So in this system, that is not possible. It takes the ego out of it.
Now, the Simpson Protocol is, as you say, an advanced form or an advanced protocol for hypnosis. So a hypnotist who's probably just started, got some basic learning, is this going to be then a very hard thing for them to learn?
No, it's actually very easy to learn because everything is simplified and taken down to its easiest form. So again, making no mistakes. So as long as they have the understanding, even if they haven't had a lot of time to work with it, they have the understanding, that's all they really need.
Different forms of hypnotism, different protocols or paradigms or systems talk about they work in different levels, they work at this level, not that level, and they're better at this than that. What would you say Simpson Protocol is good at? What's its?
Well, Simpson Protocol is definitely different because most hypnotists will work in somnambulism, light states to somnambulism as being their depth. Somnambulism needed for regression, obviously. But in the Simpson Protocol, we go down to Esdale and interact with the mind on that which has never been done before. And then from there, go to different levels, some what we would consider higher, to the higher mind, and to different healing levels. So once you get to those places, you just follow the protocol. So it's very easy.
So I've seen you do some sessions with clients and in training. And what it seems to me is one of the things the Simpson Protocol offers is you're able to keep communication wherever the client goes. Is that correct? And that it doesn't really matter what the client is doing, you're still able to communicate.
True. You can communicate on any level. Many times when people are in hypnosis, especially when they get in very deeper states or get physically relaxed very deeply, they don't like to speak. So we do idiomotor work, and that is done even in Esdale. And I'm not going to tell you exactly how that works, and if you don't already know. But it works there. Probably the first people are doing it. Now in the Simpson Protocol, people are doing it everywhere. And they're having incredible outcomes with it. And the easy part is that that interaction clears the way for exactly what you need to do. In other hypnosis in the past, you might find that there is somebody say, oh, I have resistance to them doing regression. Well, in this, you'd never have resistance to it because you wouldn't ask them to do the regression unless the mind said it was okay. So you never have that place where they are not in agreement with you. So they're always in agreement with you because you're in agreement with them. That's how it works.
Noticed you say not only is this a simple system, protocol, but also very flexible. So I notice people have been using it for all different, no matter kind of whatever their field is in hypnotism, they've been able to use Simpson Protocol. And could you give us some examples of what your alumni, your students have been doing?
Yeah, I can. They're using it. I have one of my German students doing incredible work with stop smoking. In a different way with the SP, and that works really well. One of my other Swiss students is doing interactive work with people to help them with their animals, so especially horses. So if the horse has an issue, be it physical or behavioral, whatever it is, she works with the client to overcome that. And there she's had phenomenal work change with that. It's also incredible for childbirth, because childbirth, and when we do it in somnambulism, is pretty great. But the benefits of doing it in these levels is that you have even more connection to the child, even more comfort in the body, because you can have a body in Esdale. There's so many benefits to it. So people are doing much clinical work and very much metaphysical work. So depending where you are, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what your belief system is, it works for everyone. And the flexibility is not the only thing in that way. It's also very flexible within the system, because if something comes up, you can easily shift and change and do whatever you need to do within the system. It's so flexible that anything can be addressed when it pops up in the session.
I'm sure I know you have a lot more to talk about on this, and you'd like to talk more, but we're not going to let you. So, Ines, where are you teaching this? Where can people go and learn this in the next few months?
Well, there is a course at Ted's Robinson Center for Inner Healing in Long Island, New York, in Hempstead, New York. And then there's one at Hypnothoughts in Las Vegas at the end of August. We'll put the dates below. And in Canada, in Ontario, in Burlington, Ontario, in October. And then in Europe, in Germany, Switzerland, and Holland. So we'll put those dates down. And anyone who wants to set one up, I'm willing to go anywhere. I love traveling. So just call me.